Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today we're going over to Yorkshire, to the Wold Top Brewery. I forgot where they were from for a second. For their All the Grain, and against the grain rather. A wheat-free beer, 4.5%. So, our original gluten-free beer. Light in colour but big on flavour. This is a lager style beer with a crisp, clean taste and a citrus kick. The perfect foil to a strong blue cheese. I do like a blue cheese. Although I've got some that went out of date a couple of days after Christmas, and we're at the end of January now, and I can't see it being edible. Sealed, but I don't know. I mean, it is blue cheese, so you know, it's meant to have a funny look to it, but yeah, I'm not sure it'll be a good thing. So another Yorkshire-based brewery, Whitby Brewing Company, or Whitby Brewery as they call themselves. So Friday afternoon, and I've been out in the garden, been in the shed next door. I've got to balance the shed tomorrow, so I've got a load of wooden, well, there was fence posts, 3x2 fence posts, a big fence post that I got when one of the neighbours were chucking them out. I've got them, basically I've got to empty the shed tomorrow to somehow lift the shed up. I don't know how that's going to work, and try and get some of these beams under. Once I get 2 or 3 under, there's a good chance that I can get more under, but it's getting the first ones under. That's the difficult part, and then trying to level it up, that's the other difficult part. I did take it down and rebuild it at one stage, but I'm not doing that. So here we go. Lovely straw to gold pour, nice bit of carbonation going off, lovely white head on there. Do like Wold Top, great brewery. Scarborough Fair IPA. Oh, I could drink that and the marmalade porter. I could drink that till the cows come home. I could drink a case of Scarborough Fair IPA any day of the week. Maybe not the whole case in one go though. Yeah, I'm trying to be good these days. Trying to be good. So yeah, looks good. Now and again, there's a big drop that goes up, big blob of bubble. So yeah, continuing. So let me just take a sip. It's a typical lager malt nose on this. Yeah, a little bit of citrus, touch of citrus, nothing too big. If you're a lager fan, you'll appreciate this beer. Crisp, refreshing. So anyway, comes home today, and I've done all around the back of the shed, took some fencing down that was rotten, and I'm in the garden. I'm starting to move the stuff on this, because you've got to prep before you can do everything. You can't just do everything, because you've got to move stuff out of the way. So so I'm prepping. The next minute, saw something out of the corner of my eye. Here now, there's a big Alsatian in the garden, and it had come. I fantastic. It's come through the back of this edge, and it's hairs on its back. Black Alsatian, or German Shepherd Alsatian, whichever it is. Hairs on the back were up, and I'm looking. I think, oh no, you know, is it going to be aggressive? Is it going to be nasty? So I looked at it, and it looked at me, and I went, hello, and you know, trying to be nice, and it came over, wagging its tail, put his head on me, and you know, thank God for that. And then I managed to shepherd it back into its own garden and put something up against the hole in the edge for the moment. I dare say at some stage, maybe not tonight, but over the weekend, I will sort out said hole, because I don't want him in my garden, and I don't want him getting in my garden, getting out and getting into the street somewhere, because he could run up the steps, jump onto my decking and jump over, and then they've lost their dog, you know. So I feel really, really bad about that. Although, albeit, if you've got a dog, secure your bloody garden. But obviously they don't realise, obviously. Once it grows, fair play, it should sort itself out. So yeah, so I'm sorting the shed out. God, the crap that you keep for years. I've not had a good sort out in there for years, and oh dear, there's a good burn pile already. So yeah, it's tasting lovely. It's an easy drinking, like a lager beer, really. In that respect. Like I say, Wold Top Brewery, fantastic brewery based. I'm not actually sure where they're based. I know it's Yorkshire, not far away from Bridlington and Filey. So it's called in Driffield, Hunmanby Grange, Wold Newton, Driffield, YO25 3HS. 4.5% this is. They've got an EU address. Some addresses on. So obviously available abroad as well. I picked this up from Morrison's in Scarborough, on the outskirts of Scarborough. Fantastic Morrison's, unbelievable. You know, on our beer travels around the country, if I ever come across a place like that, be it a Morrison's, an Asda or a Tesco, I've got to go and visit. Just to just to see where it goes, really. Oh, certainly hitting the spot. It's nice, you know. It's quite mild today, really, because you know, for the time of year, it is still bloody January. Obviously that storm Erwin, you know, Lord of the Rings, has gone over, and as a Nottingham, didn't really get it bad. I mean, my greenhouse is now in tatters, but it was already brittle, the polythene, so I've got to recover it this year, which is a pain. You know, you're looking at 40 to 50 quid to recover it, but I still have a greenhouse then. Got to weigh up the cost there. Do I do it, or do I just think no, I'm done with the greenhouse? I don't know. I like growing my own stuff at home though. So I like doing it at work, but it's also nice to do it at home. So yeah. Although the days of me doing things for work for free, and you know, they're slightly disappearing. At the end of the day, you know, there's a moment where you think, whoa, I work like a swine, and I work like an absolute trooper, and little to no appreciation, and I'm doing stuff for free, and other people are doing note all day, getting away with blue murder, and who's the idiot? And it's absolutely me, which yeah, I'd rather not be the idiot. So, but in any job, you know, you do what you can, and the only problem is, I do stuff for my benefit, for me to look at, for me, you know, to please me. So I want it looking as amazing as I can, and so I put the really hard work into doing it. And if I didn't put the hard work in, then it would start to fall down massively, and that is something I don't want. So yeah. Whoa. So yeah, It's tasting great. Can't fault it at all. I've just had an epiphany. Well, I'm sat here and I'm just thinking about the gardens at work. We've got a bed that's an old tree stump. And what I did when I first got there, I dug out grass, put the grass upside down so it rots down, and covered the tree stump. What happened? Blooming rabbits getting in and, making a home in the tree stump, which, didn't bother me really. But that hump, it suffers because nothing grows because it's so damn dry in the summer months. And I've just had an epiphany that we have a plant called Cicerentiums at work, and they can withstand any amount of drought. We have a lovely yellow flower in the spring months, early summer, spring, and it's the perfect plant, and it's just come to me. So next week I've got to weed it all, kick the edge in, maybe try and put some stuff in the holes where the rabbits go to, get them to pee off somewhere else, and sort that out. So yeah, it's amazing how all of a sudden you just think of something, it's like, yes, that's actually a good idea. Well, there you go, hey? So it's Friday evening, wife's gone out to the shops with my daughter, bit of testing week. Got a grandson who's got ADHD issues, but he's too young for them to, so they say, diagnose him and give him the help. Problem is that the bloody teachers, these SEND teachers, just aren't doing their fucking job. And if I'm trained to deal with people, then I know how to deal with a child that is having issues. And the problem is that they are not dealing with him properly. So he walks in the other day with his toy in his hand. He carries a toy around, I think it's a comfort thing. Walks into school with the toy in his hand. Teacher took it off him, fair play. End of school day, would not give him the toy back. No, you can't have that toy till tomorrow. Little lad's absolutely bawling. He wants to take his toy home. His mum's there. He gets to his mum and daughter, and he's in tears, absolutely real tears, because of this little toy that he holds all the time. Daughter's fuming, absolutely fuming. Goes up to the school and says, "Why have you done this? Why? I can understand you taking the toy off him because you shouldn't have brought it in. Fair play, but not to give it him back at the end of the day. He's absolutely in bits, And for most children, if they've got something, then from a point of view, my daughter's and my wife, that I'm looking from a different point of view, and I'm like, why would you do that? It's just a dick move. And then the following day, he'd obviously had a bad day at school. So my son-in-law got to the school. He sat in the corner with no shoes on, no socks on. Sat on his own in the corner. All the rest of the class is sat in the other corner. Sat on his own. In fact, turned round with stones all over the floor with no shoes, socks or shoes. And it's like, what is going off here? And my son-in-law, he was really upset with this. But my daughter or my wife in that situation, that have just said, I need a word now. And grabbed the headmaster. And apparently last year, it's a different teacher this year. And I don't think this teacher can deal with anybody who's got, obviously some sort of learning issues, or maybe just needs to be dealt with in a certain way. He comes here, he'll be here tomorrow, and he'll come in this time, you know, we let him do things. This time we're going to tell him off. But, you know, you learn that there's a way, and you learn this with everybody. When you work with people, you learn there's a way of dealing with certain people. You're in a school situation, you're a teacher, or a teacher's assistant, whatever. There's a way. There's a way to get them away from whatever they're doing, which is probably naughty. Every kid's different. Every single kid is different. And yeah, it's a strange one. Yeah. Anyway, back to the beer. Got a lovely kick of citrus then, so the air's got to it now. Lovely kick of citrus, and the be all and end all now is they're looking at other schools. We had the same issue with my son. He was at the school in Arnold, a school that both my other two went to. Headmistress, she left, we retired. Very good headmistress. Tough but fair. Knew how to deal with children. Got this pompous prating, and then they turned it into, what did they call these schools these days? There's a collaboration of schools. I can't remember the actual wording for it. And he was useless. We used to go in up, and again we had the same, not quite as bad as what this week as that, but we had many issues going up, bullying and all sorts. And obviously neither me or my wife are frightened of dealing with even the parents, going to the parents and saying, can I have a word? And you know, or saying things aloud, you know, to make sure that said child understands that they're not getting away with it. And his learning was 2.5 years behind, so we pulled him out of school. But enough is enough. Absolutely. Every time we tried to speak to the headmaster, he all of a sudden disappeared, and he wasn't there, and he always away, and yeah, bollocks, is there. So we moved him out of the school, we went to another school. His teacher, within a year, he pulled it back, and now he's quite a smart lad. So, you know, it's all about who the teacher is, and the system's in place. And obviously the school is, my grandkids are in at the moment. They're being severely let down. So I'm enjoying this. The air's got to it, which air gets to beer. You know, the reason that I don't do short reviews, and I hate doing short reviews, is because the more the air gets to the beer, you get what you would get if you was in a pub drinking this beer, or at home. No one drinks a beer in 4 or 5 minutes flat at home. I mean, I try and keep the beer reviews under 10 minutes these days. And this beer review, I've had a rattle. There's not a lot of beers left on the beer wall. So we'll see how long the beer reviews last at this rate. But who knows? Who knows? I'm sure I'll think of something different to do. Or just putting the world right. There's many things beer related that so very enjoyable lager beer. Lovely citrus to it. I would class this more as a lager with a beery element. So it's in that sweet zone that appeals to lager fans and beer fans. A light, refreshing beer for a beer person. For a lager person, it's clean, crisp, and all that. But it's got that citrusy element right at the back end. After you've been drinking if you drink it for 20 minutes, most lager drinkers have probably done a pint in 5. I used to back in the day. Yeah, would I drink it again? Yes, all day long. Cracking beer. Out of 5 for me, good 4.3 out of 5. And that's my review. Thank you for watching. See you soon.